Hi, everybody. It's Patron, your friendly Catholic game show host, and we are here today with a very exciting event of the game of favorites. Nobody's here in the chat yet. That's fine. We're gonna have tons of fun. Hey, Gemma's in the chat. She's also
yeah, I am.
the contestant today. So it's great. For everybody that's not here, I'm excited to introduce you to today's contestants. We have 4 of them, as normal, and 2 of them are very special. Well, they're all special guests. Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
This is a meta game. Do you see that? We're going for the meta. We're trying to impress ourselves now. Josh. All right. Sweet. And Patches is a robot. So, hey, we're doing a great job today. All right. Can I put you guys on the spot? Do you guys want to introduce yourselves today, or should I introduce you? It's up to you.
Happy to introduce myself.
You should introduce us.
Stasia and I disagree, apparently.
You want to go?
That's going to be a theme of the show. All right. Well, let me go through the little bios that I prepared, and then we'll give. I mean, Josh, you definitely can have the floor and introduce yourself more elaborately. Look at that vocabulary.
If you lie, he'll interrupt you.
Ooh. Wait. Oh shoot. Hold on. Can I take a second to edit? All right. So, Josh, who will call me out on all sorts of things today, and I'm excited for that. He is the president of the Equal Rights Institute. One time I saw him in real life and got a picture, and that's the biggest smile I've ever had. And this is all a true story. It happened in Washington, D.C. Also, he ends all his emails with warmly. I think you're all gonna like him. We've also got Rachel, who is also from the Equal Rights Institute. And Rachel, I don't really know you, but I found this quote from you. Having a loving approach when presenting a good argument is a sign of strength, not weakness. Pro-life people care not just about the unborn, but about all people. And I just like that. There was more to the quote, and I just took the beginning and the end of it because I was trying to be concise. So yeah, I'm so excited to meet you more today. Stasia, I know much better. Also Gemma, and I'm scared of what's going to happen today. If you've ever wondered what it's like to have a heart, talk to Stasia. Always smiling, always listening, always building up. Also, she's a youth minister and likes baking and purple flowers. See, we're all going to like Stasia. Gemma is a passionate pro-life club president from the weird state of Oregon. Also, she picks on me a lot. So that's going to be a highlight. Yeah. How'd I do? Does that seem accurate?
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's amazing.
So the Oregon's beautiful, not weird, Peter. Come on.
I mean, it might be both. I don't know. I'm a fan of Oregon, mostly, for certain parts. Today's also a super special event. We're doing a charity stream. And A2J, hey, welcome to the chat. You are our first viewer.
Oh, that's me.
That's you? That's so good.
Fine. I stream to empty rooms all the time. It's going to be great. Ay.
So that means we're each going to get one vote? Like, we're going to tie out this entire thing? Because we
are. I'm so confused, though. Like, I did a whole grassroots phone call campaign thing, and a lot of people were really interested, and I was super excited. I expected us to have, like, today. But
maybe they gave up on us.
Did you tell them the wrong time?
I told them, what time is it? It's 1 p.m. Pacific, right? I'm pretty sure I said 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain. Those were the times I was saying. I don't know. That is the sort of thing I would do, though. I'll be completely honest. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, Josh, can you introduce yourself? I mean, let us know what Equal Rights Institute is. We're doing a charity stream for Equal Rights Institute because I love them a lot. So I want you to know who they are. Josh, this is your pitch. This is your moment.
This is my moment. Equal Rights Institute is a nonprofit that my brother Tim and I started 4.5 years ago to help pro-life people to be less weird and more like Jesus when they talk to pro-choice people. And so we do speaking and writing and campus outreach and we online courses to train people in practical dialogue tips. How do you create a conversation where the other person feels receptive instead of defensive. We talk about philosophy. What are the best pro-life arguments? What are the most persuasive pro-life arguments? And we talk about relational apologetics, the art of cultivating friendships with people who are different from you. And so, yeah, we just want to help pro-life people to have better one-on-one conversations with pro-choice people and see more minds change and more hearts change. And it's really awesome when we go into a campus outreach. This is something that Rachel on our staff is amazing at. We're doing R&D, like that's our lab. We're trying different things, different dialogue tips, different kinds of arguments, and just trying to figure out what is most persuasive right now. And then we try to figure those things out, and then we can teach them to everyone that's on our email list, that's reading our articles or listening to our podcast or whatever. So yeah, that's Equal Rights Institute. We're not. There's a lot of really cool pro-life organizations, but I think we are one of them. And thank you for all of your donations. How was that?
That was great. That was great. Sign me up. Yeah. Okay. So as beautiful as all of that was, we're also going to give a moment for like some more practical show and tell. We're going to have a halftime show where Josh fields a single question from the audience about pro-life things. And that'll mostly be a teaser for the post show where I expect people aren't here yet because they're just waiting for the post show. I bet that's what it is. At the post show, we're going to have an extended period of time for people to ask any question of Josh within reason, almost without reason, without a reason.
It's impressive that they're waiting for the post show that they don't know is happening.
I told at least 3 people. That was part of my pitch. Like, hey,
well, I posted it on the Facebooks.
Great. Yes, see? I mean, if Gemma posts something on social media, you know it's a big deal. I mean,
that's true.
It's true.
It's fine. It's fine. This is going to be a great archived video. People will. It'll be fine. It'll be. I don't know. I'm so confused.
You just need to stop worrying about it, Peter, and let's just move forward, and it'll be fine.
All right.
People watch later.
Okay, let's do it.
But you're going to have to come up with questions to ask me for the post show. That's the thing that you ought to be freaking out
Yeah.
about.
Oh God.
I'm not feeding Josh any.
No help from Rachel.
Okay, what about Gemma and Stasia?
What?
Sorry, what's that?
Never mind. Well, okay, never mind. That's not gonna work.
No help either, apparently.
Questions for the post show.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I'll be fine. Okay, let's dive in. We've got a prompt. Things to expect at Thanksgiving. How seasonal, right? See, we're a relevant show without an audience. And we already have responses. So now we're stuck. How do we do voting? Let me announce the responses first. And then I might just tweet this out. But I don't, maybe I've whatever. I'm not going to doubt myself right now. Okay, things to expect at Thanksgiving. 4 different responses. All of them I expect will be great. Response number 1 is broken buttons. Hashtag kids stretch response number 2, waiting for the food to be ready. Hashtag hangry is a real thing. Very relatable. Yes. Response number 3, my birthday. Hashtag thanks for the turkey. I know who that is. The invisible audience does not. Can you guess? And response number 4 is awkward political debates. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Of course, always relatives. This is what family is for. Those important conversations. I usually
like it or not.
Yeah. Well, sweet. All right. So how do we do this? This might be the first time I might vote today. This might be the first time that I've ever have voted, except I already know who responded once. Sort of. I mean, I can guess pretty well, I think. All right. Tell you what. How about we do this? My dear friendly contestants, since we don't have an audience, you can all vote for somebody, but not for yourself.
Okay.
What do you say to that?
What? How do you vote?
So in the live yes, that's what an excellent question. The way this game works.
I know.
All right.
Wait,
So,
wait. Do I just hashtag in like to the live chat? Is that what I do?
Yeah, so all of these responses have a hashtag. Pick your favorite, and whichever your favorite is, type in the hashtag for it.
Okay, I get it.
And that's
Oh,
how it
I
works.
can't read them though. Okay, I'm just gonna do.
Yeah. Does anyone else not be able to read the bottom of the 4 answers?
I think it's because I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is really designed to be more of a computer thing.
Yeah, I only see.
I can't read them because our pictures are at the bottom, blocking the
Oh.
pictures. But it's fine.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
good
I
because
see.
mine's the first one. Mine's red, so everyone can see my answer.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that, though. You're not supposed to say which one is yours.
That's okay. I can win either way.
I like the confidence.
All right, I'm gonna tweet about this, just because I want more people here. You guys deserve a bigger audience, and people will love you. And
They're just loving me from a distance.
that's right. That's how most people love me, I've noticed.
Maybe it's the smell.
Stasia hasn't voted yet.
No, I
Just calling
did.
you out.
wait,
You did?
I didn't vote. Shoot.
I did. I'm
Hey,
ATJ.
You have to vote for a hashtag.
Stasia, thank you for voting for me. That was very kind of you.
You're welcome.
I don't remember I just can't read the responses. So either I vote for myself or like, ooh,
Like, can't vote for yourself.
I know.
Ay, ay, ay. All right.
So the responses are broken buttons, hashtag get stretched pants, waiting for the food to be ready, hashtag hangry is a real thing, my birthday, hashtag thanks turkey, and awkward political debates, hashtag Black Lives Matter.
That's right.
There's a
I don't
rule in my grandma's house. We don't talk about religion and politics. As we've gotten
That's a
older,
good
we've
rule.
kind of bent it a little bit, but it's fine.
I think it's a
All right.
rule.
Oh, wait. Who do you think Patches would vote for? Wait, hold on. Where is Patches? Let me grab Patches. Fun.
Patches is a ladies' man, so definitely one of the ladies.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down much. Josh, you're out of luck.
Yeah.
So sorry, Josh.
Oh well. I tried.
Yay! Michaela joined. Michaela, where are
Michaela's
you?
here. Hey, Michaela. Wait.
McKK, get into the live chat so I can talk to you on.
We're... If we actually have an audience, I will be shook.
Yes.
Michaela, you have the honor of casting maybe a deciding vote. I'm not sure what the votes are. I already exited out the votes, but choose your favorite response that's up on screen. Whatever hashtag you think. Okay, so there's these different responses, and they all have hashtags. Type in the hashtag you like the best. And all of these lovely people are going to be entirely geared towards impressing you. What a life.
How loved do you feel right now, Michaela? Because we all love you.
I think Michaela's like, I just went to tune into the show and now everyone's talking about me and I'm really uncomfortable.
Could be. Very well could be. Yeah. Michaela knows Gemma and Stasia, so Josh and Rachel, you are now at a disadvantage with the audience. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. I guess that's not.
I was expecting to lose today.
Wait, how does she enter into the chat? That's the question.
Oh.
I don't know.
So there should be. Michaela, are you on mobile or are you on desktop? If you're on desktop, there should be, depending on how big your window is, there will either be a live chat on the side, or here, it'll be over this way. Like where this window is, there should be a live chat, or down below. If you're on mobile, it's going to be very hard to read the graphics because I don't know how mobile works. I'm stuck in the past. But the live chat will be down below the video. I sure hope that was helpful. I don't know if that was helpful at all.
It's okay.
Okay. All right, we're going to count votes for this, Michaela, and we're going to move on to the next round. But you keep on working on the live chat. I believe in you. Also, good to see you, by the way, or good to be seen by you.
She's like, what? You can see me too? Block the webcam.
Michaela's the mystery contestant that she can't see.
Turned into the NSA? What did I do here?
All right, let's see how everybody did. All right, so Rachel, very nicely done. Your stretch pants earned you 2 points. Stasia, waiting for food to be ready, hangry got you 3 points. That's because you want to make sure you keep the hangry person happy.
Yo, really?
Mm-hmm. Gemma, happy birthday. You got 2 votes. And Josh, hey, you are achieving all of your goals. You got 1 vote. And the scoreboard is really straightforward. Josh, you are in 4th with 1. Gemma and Rachel, you both have 2. Stasia, you are at 3.
Hey, the day is young.
The day is young.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The underdog.
All right. Yeah.
I believe in you, Josh.
That's right. You should totally believe in
Hey.
See, hey Nick, we have a very empty room today. I'm so glad you're here. We also have Michaela who's trying to figure out the chat, and it was just a lot of fun. This is what game shows are all about. Is awkward jokes.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. Nick, where are your friends?
Why'd you show up alone?
He's in Mountain Time. They don't have friends in Mountain Time. But
Sad. Nick, we can be friends.
actually, no.
You can say hi. You're not going to clap back. That's all you got.
I don't know. All right, we're gonna do responses for this next round. All right, important elements of a thought experiment. Response number. How late are Gabriel? You made
You're
it.
not late
we're
at
just
all.
in round 2. We're going into round 2, and
Pretty late.
yeah, we're the ones that are late.
Actually, that's.
Yeah, we were like 10 minutes late.
I might be technically not like a grandma, pretty much. So we got a little bit of problems, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'm exhausted from all the. We've done a lot of troubleshooting today. All right, so responses for prompt number 2: important elements of a thought experiment. Response number 1: having a way to distract yourself. # focus is overrated. Oh, I'm gonna have to contemplate that one. That feels deep. Response number 2: thoughts. # no experiment without thoughts. Very long hashtag, but I love it. Response number 3: a world famous violinist. # bodily autonomy. It's a reference. Response number 4: arguing about what even is reality. # deep questions. I'm surprised nobody brought up concentration camps. But this is good. It always goes there.
Darwin's law kind of trained us to not do that in thought experiments. We're kind of getting away from that, hopefully.
Good. I just see this is another illustration of why Equal Rights does great work. They have learned things like this.
We have.
Yes.
We can explain about Goblin's Law in the Q&A if you want.
Yes.
What was that? Goblin's Law?
Godwin's
Godwin.
Law.
Godwin's Law. Oh, I am intrigued. Okay, yeah, I'll be here for the post show. What about the dip state? The
Deep state.
The deep state. What about the deep state?
# deep question.
I'm confused. This Goblin's Law. So what's funny is there used to be someone that hung out in the show a lot more often, and her name was Goblin, or her internet name was Goblin, Tiny Goblin. She should have been here for this. I'll have to text her.
Really fun with avocados.
Say what?
The avocados. How long we
Oh yeah,
for things?
yeah. That's how we count on this show. It's an inside joke that nobody gets because it was from like the beta episode.
I think it's hilarious.
Thank you. Good.
I just tried to affirm you, and you're like,
Yeah, I think it's a defense mechanism. I do that a lot. Goblin's Law, she would tell us to drink gas. Yes, absolutely.
No.
Geez. It's true though. All right, we have some votes in here. Stasia, having a way to distract yourself. Focus is overrated. Got you 1 vote. Gemma, thoughts? Oh, I would totally have voted for you. I'm sorry. You got 1
thank
vote.
you.
Yeah, it's not worth
1
it.
vote.
But all right. Response number 3: a world famous violinist. Got you 1 vote as well. And Rachel swept this round away, arguing about what even is reality. Got you 3 votes. Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
As every freshman philosophy major does, you know.
Yes. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Every
Yes.
philosophy major in the back of the class that thinks they know everything, they are always like, "What even is reality?" That's how they handle it. Yeah, pretty obnoxious.
Yeah, I hate those questions. Those conversations I usually dip out of so quick. Let's just. All right, but anyways, scoreboard. Josh, congratulations. You are in the rear with 2.26. Gemma at 3rd place with 3.26. Stasia pulled a little bit ahead. Before. So now you're back in 2nd place with 4.26. And Rachel, congratulations. I heard you're competitive. You are winning with 5.78. Yes, philosophy 101 is hell. Oh gosh, yes, relatable content. All right, good work, everybody. Good work. So we're waiting on somebody to respond to this prompt, ways to de-escalate. It should have been the first prompt, honestly, because I feel like this is going to be important for the stream.
I feel like at the beginning of the stream, you were wanting to escalate things, not de-escalate things.
That's true. Hey, ways to get people to watch. That's what I want. That's going to be a new prompt. Actually, hey, dear audience, what do you think? What are ways to get people to watch? What brought you here? This is what I want to know. All right, we have prompts. We have responses now. Patches says hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can always join us when we're live. Thank you, Patches. All right, ways to de-escalate. Response number 1, run away. Hashtag so brave. Response number 2, walks in the rain. Hashtag rain is the answer. I don't get this. Wait. I don't know if... Okay, if you get this joke, you're smarter than I am. Response number 3, give the person a Snickers. Hashtag chew it over, yo. Yes. If anybody has food, please. I'm hungry. In response number 4, dialogue on the elevator. Hashtag going down. Ooh. Yeah, it's a very good response.
I get it, because they're de-escalating. I get it.
Oh, jeez.
That
was a good one. That would be my vote.
I love the hashtag so brave. I want to use that more.
The de-escalate thing reminds me of one of my favorite stand-up comedians once did this joke about how an escalator can never break; it can only become stairs. I always think that's really funny.
That's fantastic. Gabriel, I only got here because I finally stopped procrastinating by reading and started procrastinating by doing nothing on my phone. Then I saw the notification.
Yeah, this is definitely better.
Puns for the win. Nick, I respectfully disagree. Puns. I was on Twitch last night and I got raided, which means like a bunch of people all at once came and watched me. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And then they started telling puns and I groaned excessively. And then they all ran away. So that went well. Yeah. All right. We're going to close votes because I think that's everybody. No, you have to agree. Nick, fight me. Wait, hold on. No, stay here. Don't fight me. We're good friends. You're one of 3 audience members.
You don't have to tell people that, just so you know.
I know.
Where's Michaela?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you guys about her.
I don't know.
Is she messaging you?
Michaela, where are you?
She might have bailed when she thought that you could see her.
She's like, get out of here. No.
Michaela has a thick skin, thick sense of humor. Mostly. Yes? Doesn't
I don't think you would.
How would you describe that? How do you describe Michaela?
A thick-skinned sense of humor. Is that what you said?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't. Whoa, big vanilla. Hey guys, antinomy, antinomy, how do you say your name? I didn't feel like I learned.
I was supposed to be filling out prompts. I am horrible at this. Shoot. It's okay, guys.
You're doing great. We're just counting votes right now, and we're gonna see how well everybody did. Wow. All right. So Josh, run away. Hashtag so brave. I thought that was simple and beautiful, but you only got one vote. I'm sorry. Gemma.
I am so not good at this game.
Mine's the right. Sorry. I'm not good.
Okay. Okay, Gemma walks in the rain. Was that a reference? You got one vote. Was it a reference?
Yeah, I did. I got one vote. Yeah. No, I just love the rain, and rain's the answer to everything. Kind of like Jesus is the answer, only like rain is the answer. I don't know. Rain is the answer.
I tied with walks in the rain.
Josh, there's a reason that I'm not a contestant. The very first show I was one, and I got stomped, and my poor ego couldn't take it, so I just host now.
It's okay. I don't have an ego. I was expecting to come in last place, and I am on my way.
You're doing so great. Vanilla, help me vote for Josh. We need him. We need to pump up his ego a little bit.
I don't care.
Stasia, give a person a Snickers, got you 3 votes. Congratulations, you swept this round. Rachel, dialogue on the elevator, even with the pun, got you just the 1 vote.
The Snickers was
Stasia,
great.
good job. Yeah, it was good. It was, and everyone's hungry. All right, scoreboard. Let's see what happened. Josh, you are still in 4th place, consistent. Gemma in 3rd place with 4.85. Rachel is at 7.37 in 2nd place, and Stasia is at 9.02. Next round, votes are each going to be worth 2 points. I will vote for the answer that makes me laugh most. Yes, Vanilla is a purist and a heart of this community. Yeah, let's see what the next prompt is. Done. It's you, Stasia. All right, we're waiting on 1 response or more. We're waiting on Gemma. Gemma, you're doing so great.
Way to call her out.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine.
Yeah, I believe in you.
There's so much going on. Kidding.
I know, right?
It's good.
It's, yeah.
I love it.
Yes. If anything teaches multitasking, it's the game of favorites. Let me tell you. Yes. Hurry up, Gemma. Nick. Gemma is talking. Oh, wait, no. Gemma.
She's almost
Nick is
at
talking to you.
Hey, I put it in.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Did you put it in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're waiting on me now.
Yeah,
Nick,
come on, Pete, Tony.
Come on,
Get out of here. No,
don't be going after Gemma like that.
All right, great.
Mama.
All right, here comes some responses. You ready? Hardest part of winter, having to wear pants. Hashtag suns out, guns out. I don't know. I like to hide in long sleeves and hide. Well, never mind. Whatever. Response number 2, wearing shoes. Hashtag don't make me. I love shoes. This is not relatable at all. Response number 3, ice. Hashtag because it's hard. There, that's my vote. And response number 4 is grandma's old cookies. Hashtag stale grandma. Wait, what? Are her cookies fresher in the summer? I don't understand. Wait.
He only makes cookies in the winter, and they're always stale because he doesn't know how to cook.
Oh, she around Thanksgiving, she cooks a bunch of Christmas cookies. And then Christmas comes, and that's when we're allowed to eat them.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the story. Suns out, guns out is working real well. Also, don't make me. No one likes the ice, but hey, Michaela, hey, you figured out the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Yes, sweet. Ay. James, hey, welcome. Oh, it's good to see you. Guys, see, we have an audience, and this is the best audience on the internet. Wait, hold on, the microphone's here. This is the best audience on the internet. Yeah, all right, sweet. Okay, let's close the votes real quick. You guys have a last second to get your votes in. It doesn't work on my phone, so I had to pull up my computer. Commitment. Yes. It's better on the computer. I've thought about trying to make this more accessible for phones. there's a lot of stuff that I'm putting up on the screen, and that just makes it hard. So there, that's my story. Because it's hard. Hey, James voted for ice. See, James, that's my sense of humor. Thank you.
Is this my first vote of the whole day?
It might be. Wow. All right. Oh, wait, that's strange. Wait, what? Gemma's got a vote. Oh, maybe there was a typo in the vote. Oh, no, Michaela.
Michaela was late.
No, Michaela wasn't late. Okay, I'll explain what happened in a second. All right, so Stasia, with having to wear pants, congratulations, got you 3 votes. Very nicely done.
Wow.
Never gotten that many votes. Gemma, wearing shoes, hashtag don't make me, without an apostrophe in the don't. Michaela voted for you with an apostrophe. I'm so sorry. You're good at grammar
I didn't know I
skills.
could have an apostrophe. You said no spaces, and then I was like, well, no characters, no spaces? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. Yeah, no, I would recommend not using an apostrophe in the hashtag. It's just Michaela has better grammar skills than the rest of us. Emily, you're here. I'm so glad you're here, guys. See, we're the party's starting. Yeah, this is a different time than normal, and I'm regretting that. We're gonna go back to the old evening times in the future. Blame B, Tony. Yes, thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
You voted without the apostrophe. Oh, I think that I must.
You voted after time was up.
Yeah. So yeah, I
just
must
a little
have clicked the
bit
button
too
just
late.
before. But so Gemma, you are a favorite of a lot of people just without the votes. So Ice got 2 votes. Congratulations, Josh and Rachel. Your grandma's old cookies didn't get any votes, which is fitting, perhaps, if they're stale. Your Facebook event time was wrong. Was it really? Crap. Oh, Rachel, that's what you said I might have done. Oh no. Oh no.
What did it say the event time was at?
It probably said 5.
5 p.m. Eastern.
Because I was down in Boise when I made the event, but I must have been thinking in Pacific time, and Boise's in Mountain.
Everybody will go on pause. We'll come back at 5. Actually, that's not true. I have to go to church.
Wait, if Lopatis is a 6 p.m. PST, that would be 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern. Again, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Wait, where does it say? Yes. Next episode, next Saturday, it's going to be a hoot and a half. Yes.
But today's November 17th.
Oh, crap. I should have adjusted. Okay, so next Saturday, as in the 25th. Don't trust Patches. I don't know what he's saying.
I think I know what might have gone wrong.
I just have a lot of room for improvement, everybody. That's what we're learning today.
Life is hard.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, Emily, it should have autocorrected time for time zones, but I was thinking Pacific, and I entered it while I was in Mountain Time, and so that's what threw things off, I think. So that's not me. But hey, you all made it, and so you are the MVPs of the show. Forget the contestants. You are the MVPs. All right, scoreboard.
Really?
That's true. All right, Gemma, congratulations. You stole 4th place today.
Yes, I did. 4th for the win. Thank you very much.
No longer consistent.
I'm sorry, Josh. You have fallen to 3rd place at 7.85. Now you might as well just go for 1st. I mean, there's nothing else to do, right?
I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for a solid 3. I'll go for bronze.
All right. I don't understand. I'm a little more competitive, but that's fine. Rachel, congratulations. You are at 2nd place with 9.37. And Stasia, you're pulling ahead at 15.02. That's almost a 6-point lead. This next round, votes are going to be worth 2.52.
Wow.
Stasia, how can I be like you?
Seriously.
Hey, you can take some pistachios, like eat about this many before the game starts.
Yes.
You'll be set.
All I have is frozen peas. That's it.
Apparently those don't work.
I need a stronger, this is just water. I need a stronger drink. All right. I make that joke every show, actually. Wait, hold on.
You don't have to call yourself out on this. It's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. We have a prompt and responses. These guys are on top of it. I'm going to learn from them. Ways to relax. Response number 1 is watching your favorite TV show. Hashtag Netflix and relax. Response number 2 is spending time with the in-laws. Hashtag no pressure. Response number 3 is going to a coffee shop. Hashtag get your fix. And response number 4 is coffee. Hashtag but not past noon, unless you're in college.
What do you mean, but not past noon? Like mid-afternoon is the best time to get coffee if you want to relax.
That's only for people who work. People who don't work don't want to drink it after.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Not
I would
calling
probably
anyone
keep
out.
going.
Not calling any of the contestants out, you know?
Oh, yeah. No. This is the place to call people out. This is what the show is all about.
Peter's definitely getting used to being called out today.
Yeah. No, it's normal. That happens a lot on this show, I've noticed. But it's fine. It's fine. You know, I have a stuffed rabbit, so we're okay.
That just means you're like the real favorite, right? Like everyone picks on their favorite, you know.
Yeah.
James, you can't relate.
Oh, no. Wait, hold on.
James is like, can't relate. Can't relate.
Well, there's 2 about coffee. Are you a tea drinker? Just pretend it's tea.
Way to be a hipster.
And
like,
what?
Cappuccino?
Yes. Yes.
You can't relate because he can't relax.
Oh.
Roasting.
Wait.
Oh.
What about this show? This show is relaxing. How come none of the contestants went for the suck-up points? I am offended.
Well, I figured now
Peter,
that we have
you
people
can't
voting,
vote. Yeah.
We're not sucking up to you, Peter. You have no power here. All right. We're going to close the votes because I'm salty. It's fine.
are you wanting us contestants to keep voting?
Do it for the jokes. I mean,
What's
if you want. I mean,
It's like
I
do it
don't
for
know.
the meme.
wait.
Yeah.
How come? Aren't you aiming for 3rd place? Why? Oh, because you want to make sure that the other people get more points. Is that your game? Or are you reverse psychology in all of this? Just be careful, guys. This guy is a persuasive speaker. if you will.
I'm feeling like K2SO. I find your answers vague and unconvincing.
That's my
Really
brand.
vague.
Game of Favorites is my therapy. Yes, Emily, I'm going to quote you. Josh ends all his emails with warmly. That is it's so nice. It's so nice.
I stole it from someone else. I liked it. I haven't found something better yet.
Oh, well, yeah. Honestly, I stole chow from somebody, sort of. Yeah, I did.
Were they Italian?
No.
Was it a white person? Or?
No, it was somebody that, maybe he was Italian, but like, if he was Italian, I mean, he was born in America. I know that. Yeah, he worked with me in manufacturing for a while. It was a lot of fun. Oh no, the pie chart didn't work.
What?
What round are we in? Are we in round? Then you should totally vote for me. We're in round. That was round 5. Let me try regenerating this graphic. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna create. Did it work? Yes, it worked. Ha! See, I have emergency buttons, and it worked.
Whoa.
Look at me being, prepared. Yes, that was a feature just to show off how prepared we are. All right, so response number 1, watching your favorite show, #Netflix got you 1 vote. That's because Netflix is a direct competitor of Game of Favorites, and we're trying to, you understand.
Struggle.
We're just trying to steal their market. Response number 2, spending time with the in-laws, #no pressure, got you 2 votes. I don't understand why anyone would vote for it. You can have good in-laws. I should not be so cynical.
I was supposed to be sarcastic.
Oh, I don't understand sarcasm. All right, response number 3, going to a coffee shop, #get your fix, got you 3 votes. Very nicely done, Stasia.
Wow.
And Gemma, coffee, but not past noon. I'm sorry, got you 1 vote. So, very
Look
good
at
thought.
myself again. Hey, that's pretty good. I mean,
Am I supposed to be voting for myself this whole time?
I mean,
I haven't been voting.
I haven't been voting either.
So all these one votes that everyone's getting, those are your votes for yourself, if you will. Does that make sense? I assume that you all voted for yourself, but this way you don't have to out yourself until you get the vote.
I just want to recommend to Nick that if he's going to vote for me, vote before the votes close.
No, keep voting afterwards. He wants to.
Can you double vote? Just double vote next time.
You can't double vote. It's programmed not to let you. Or I mean, unless you find a way to break my code, which doesn't seem to be that hard. Nick, you could figure it out.
Well,
all right. Here's the scoreboard. You guys ready? We've got 4 contestants in 4 places. Gemma, you are in 4th place, 9.37. Just 1 point behind Josh at 10.37.
I'm closing in on last place, Gemma. I'm coming for you.
No way. The last shall be first. That's my motto. Gonna stick with it.
That's all.
Michaela, yes, yep.
I can't work well under pressure. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
What did I do?
Rach, you guys are doing great, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Michaela, I have 2 accounts. That's a good idea. Everybody, log in twice.
You could also, so this is streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You could vote from both those places. You could create as many accounts as you want votes for.
You're not supposed to help people hack your
That'll
show.
boost my viewership numbers. So I'm totally game for this.
As long as it's cheating in your favor, it's fine.
That's right. How do you donate monies? Well, so all the donations are going to Equal Rights. Thank you so much for asking. There should be a button in the description. If you scroll down far enough, it'll say donations. Also, it might work if we just type in the command donations. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this works. Looks like it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't.
I think people should get extra points if they guess which one's mine. Because I feel like it's kind of easy.
I mean, you can. They'll win brownie points with Gemma. You'll be on Gemma's good side if you figure out which one's hers.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that'd be funny.
You'll be my favorite. There you go.
Game of Gemma's favorites, the new rival.
Yeah.
Next
Anyways, okay, so second place is Rachel with 14.41, and Stasia is in first place with 22.58. I think that's an expanding lead. Hashtag loud noise.
Stasia's really good at this game.
Yeah, that relatable content. How do you do it? I'm very impressed.
I work with the youth.
Oh.
They keep me cool.
Where are the young people?
All right. This next one's gonna get interesting. What haunts a pro-life advocate's dreams? I'm really excited to see what.
Michaela, I almost said coffee shop too, but then I just went with coffee. I should have said coffee shop. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
I'm surprised you didn't put scones in with your coffee. I thought that was.
I was going to, but then I was like, people are gonna know that it's me. Now I don't even care. You know what?
Guys, watch out. Gemma's gonna be herself now. That's what this means. All right, we've got some responses. Are you ready? What haunts a pro-life advocate's dreams? Response number 1 is feminist slogans. Hashtag nightmare. Response number 2. Response number 2 is school policies. Hashtag nothing is easy. Oh gosh, these are all so relatable. Response number 3, getting arrested. Hashtag it's the fuzz. And response number 4, world famous violinist. Hashtag bodily autonomy. Oh, these are so good. These are so good. Geez. If you donate, yes, it goes to the charity. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, because I like equal rights a lot. That's what we're doing today. Nothing as easy as getting an early lead. That school policies. Yes, because we talk to the school demographic. I think mostly. I think a lot of our viewers are in college. Oh no, my earbuds are dying.
I like the feminist slogans. That's funny.
I wonder who wrote that.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't know. Not because it's scary, but because it's such a bad argument, it's scary. Oh, geez.
I think Vanilla is talking about the violinist.
Yes.
Are you saying the
Yes.
violinist is a bad argument?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what Vanessa's saying. We can get into that.
oh.
I think it's one of the better
yes.
arguments. Man.
Okay, now I'm thinking hard, and that's not what this show is about.
Well, your prompts are kind of leading that way, though.
It's true. All right. Okay, does typing 2 votes of the same message vote twice?
No, I don't think so, right?
Yes and no. So if you vote for 2 people in the same vote, it'll pick up on both those votes, I believe. Of course, that does water down the effect of your vote. Does that make sense? Because like if you were to vote for all 4 contestants, that's equivalent to voting for nobody. So I think you can vote for more than one person in the same line. You can't vote for the same person twice in the same line. The program will catch that and only count it once. The world famous violinist is not a good argument. I think we're going to talk about this on the post show. I'm excited.
We can do that.
It's going to give.
Yeah, I feel like I want to push back against that. I want to make the violinist argument. I want who is this? Nick? Yeah, Nick, you come on. I'll make the violinist argument. We'll see how you do.
It's a real game of favorites throwdown. All right, let's count some votes. Ooh, I like this pie chart. Did very well. Oh, how interesting. All right, so Rachel, feminist slogans, #nightmare, got you 2 votes. Congratulations. Gemma, school policies, #nothing is easy, got you 3 votes. Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
You wrestle with those a lot.
That's like.
All right, Stasia, getting arrested, #it's the fuzz, only got you 1 vote. So this is not your round. And response number 4, Josh, a world famous violinist. Yeah, I figured that was you. Got you 3 votes. Very nicely done. Let's
go,
see what
Josh.
that did to the score.
Yay.
You're like, oh no, my 3rd place. All right. So Gemma, you are still in 4th place at 18.89. Still 1 point ahead of her at 19.89.
Yeah.
Closer now.
I mean, percentage-wise, you're closer. Points-wise, you're the same. Yeah. Rachel at 20.76 in 2nd place, and Stasia's lead has been chipped away a little bit. She's in 1st at 25.75. That's only a 5-point lead, and this next round, all the votes are worth 4 points. So 2 votes, and it's over. Catch me outside. Oh,
I
boy.
like how Rachel and Vanilla have this total, like, thing going on here. Where they're now meeting outside, and they're going to duke it out over a thought experiment.
Yeah.
It's like a rivalry now. It's an absolute rivalry. I want to see.
Oh
this.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to what do we do next? We do the next prompt. I know how this show works. Our next prompt is weird things pro-lifers do, and this is what Equal Rights is all about. Dibs on moderating. Oh boy, Stasia.
You don't want to get in between that, man.
What kind of throwdown is this? That's
This is an intellectual debate, I think.
Oh, okay.
For clarification purposes,
I thought they were gonna be like throwing hands, like
Okay.
Oh, hands might be thrown.
duking it out.
Hands might be thrown. Yeah.
All right. I need to do something because my battery's dying. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I wonder how my battery's doing. Whoa! I should probably plug in my phone.
Vanilla, you're the best.
Thanks, Vanilla. We appreciate it.
Vanilla.
Peter, we need
$3,
a response.
even though wants to throw down with Rachel.
We need a different prompt for number 8.
Yeah, it's the same one.
What?
We already did that prompt.
What?
Secular
Wait,
moral
hold on.
arguments.
Oh.
Secular moral arguments. Meaning like
I'm gonna
utilitarianism?
think. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be back.
Okay. Rachel, you have philosophical discussions. I'm going to figure out the prompt.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
I am poor. Oh, you mean like circumstances?
No, because
Or you
of
just
the,
vanilla, or you just
he's
poor.
talking about
Oh.
the donation amount.
Okay, so you mean literal poverty. Sorry. I was like, I'm somewhere else.
Like, we need abortion because of poverty. Like, we're like instantly thinking about that.
No, we super appreciate every little bit. I have people on my support team that give $3 a month, and I appreciate them just as much as those that get more. Like, it really matters. I want to hear what Nick has to say for himself here. I hope you know I'm mostly joking. I like you. That's all right,
Nick is
Vanilla.
great. Oh,
I was getting excited.
Nick
I was
is a
getting
great
a little
person to debate with.
I like that Vanilla is familiar with the violinist argument. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
You're meeting all my lovely friends. I'm so happy for this.
Really tell people killing the unborn is unethical, regardless of religion. That sounds like a really good pro-life argument.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what your strongest pro-choice argument is. If you think the violinist is not a strong pro-choice argument, then I'd like to hear from you what you think the strongest is, because that's really interesting. I learned about it from Dang Pro-Life Memes. Elijah Thompson, shout out. The limit. Oh.
If you haven't checked out the Dank Pro-Life Memes page, you should totally check it out. It's pretty
really
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think I fixed everything in the background, and it's all going to be good. Yeah. Sweet. All right. How's the audio? I had to switch.
You sound good.
Everything. Do I sound good? Good.
You sound a little bit quieter, but it's fine. Just yell.
I'll have to project. Just like they teach in school and stuff. All right. Oh wait, where did my chat go? I need to see my chat. Guys. All right, great. Okay. So weird things pro-life. Oh, you're already voting. I need to read off the responses real quick though, for my own sake, if nobody else is. Weird things pro-lifers do: drive 10 plus hours to a pro-life event. # road trips are fun. Comparing every terrible event to abortion. # fetus tunnel vision. Wow, that's good. Response number 3, the list is infinite. # the limit does not exist. And response number 4, pray outside in the cold and snow. # baby, it's cold outside.
I get that. That's good.
Guys, this is why you're the contestants. Backend has been fixed. Front end still working. Oh, I thought you were going to say still not working. But hey, thank you. That's great. Yeah. All right, great. So has everybody voted at this point? Should I close the votes? I suppose. I think everyone was carrying on without me. Good job, guys. Good job. I'll just close the votes up real quick. See, even Patches, Gemma, says that the state of Oregon is weird.
No, Patches says that because you said that. Get out of here.
What do you mean? You want to throw hands? Catch me outside.
The state of Oregon is weird as long as they keep on having people manually pump your gas for you. Until then, Oregon is bad.
No, wait, but in certain counties that have a few people, when the gas stations close at 9 p.m., you can pump your own gas between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Oh, well, that definitely saves it. You're not weird anymore.
Thank you.
I mean, weird isn't bad, is it? I fully admit that I'm weird. I'm going to pour myself some
There's a good kind of weird and a bad kind of weird.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, we're going to hear more about that today. All right, sweet. So we've got some votes in, and let's see how everybody did. Rach. What? Oh, right, I need to count the votes. That's last episode. That's rounds. We're fine. It's great. Okay, here's the new pie chart. I fixed it. Gemma, drive 10 hours plus to a pro-life event. Got you 3 votes. Nicely done.
This is all of my experience in the last few weeks. So.
And especially in the Northwest, there's no way around it because Oregon is weird.
Yeah. You're doomed.
Josh, comparing every terrible event to abortion, tunnel vision got you 2 votes. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that was good.
Rachel, the list is infinite. I thought that was Josh. Very nicely done. That got you 3 votes. And
you think I'm snarky until you meet Rachel.
Yeah.
The one that did not exist was a Mean Girls reference. I hope someone got that.
I got it.
I bet someone did. Yeah. Who got that? Please tell me that that you guys know more.
Tell me that I'm relevant, okay?
You're doing great. This is why I'm not a contestant. All right. And response number 4, Stasia, pray outside in the cold and snow. Relatable, but did not get you votes today.
That's relatable.
Yeah, I'm real surprised, but But okay, the people do what the people do. Let's see what that did to the scoreboard. Wow, this is close. Josh,
I'm back in last.
congratulations. At 27.89. Stasia in third place with 29.75. That's an upset. Second place is Gemma with 30.89, and Rachel, congratulations.
How'd that happen?
First
Wow.
with 32.76. This last round, I mean that is how the game works. This is a game for upsets. I love it.
That Rachel was going to kick my butt at this game. She's finally here.
It's not over though. People have won this game by 0.01 points before. It's so great.
Probably not, but you could.
I don't think we have enough voters for me to win by 0.01 anything.
Oh, I mean, because like the votes, I think it. I don't know. I don't want to do math right now. We'll do that later. Let's see if we've got responses for this next prompt. Oh yeah, we do. Hey, guys, you're on top of it. Yeah. Ways to pass time on the road. This is good for Gemma. Response number 1 is rosaries on rosaries. Hashtag driving with mom. What?
That's my brother. Should have been like hashtag Gemma's brother. I love him.
All right. Response number
That is
2.
a very Catholic answer.
Yeah. I mean, it is a game of favorites. Response number 2 is sleeping unless it's driving, then you're doomed. Wait. Hashtag be safe. Be safe, everybody. Don't watch the game of favorites on the road. Public service announcement. Thank you. Giovanni. Response number 3, listening to great podcasts is definitely what I do. Hashtag CGP Gray. I haven't listened to that one. I didn't know they had a podcast.
He's got 2 podcasts.
Oh,
Sorry, I just outed myself.
Took the bait. Response number 4 is challenging your friends to count the highest number of cows. Oh no.
Hashtag those cows are my cows.
Those cows are my cows.
Oh, I went on a road trip for Easter with Gemma and Stasia once upon a time. And
That's great.
it was a growing experience, especially for me. It was good. It was good.
Hey, we made friends.
We did make friends. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was so good.
Peter wouldn't let me slide on the slide. I'm still a little salty, but
It
it's
was
fine.
a rusty slide on private property. No, I'm not gonna let you ride on the slide.
It was fine. It probably would have built the immune system, you know?
Yeah, and now we'll never know. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We should drive back.
Okay.
The cows are winning. The cows. Oh, also, yeah. Mom's doing really well too.
Those cows are made for you and me.
Sing that song.
I don't know. All right, we've got some votes in. Let's see what happened. You guys ready?
So ready.
Stasia, you're taking the lead. You're gonna do it.
Stasia is in third place. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we've got Rachel with rosaries on rosaries. Hashtag driving with mom. Very nicely done. That got you 3 votes. Which is the highest. Have we topped 3 votes yet today? That's the real goal. Can you top 3 votes? Response number 2, Gemma, is sleeping unless driving, then you're doomed. Hashtag be safe. Gemma is not a model of safety on the road. She got 2 votes though.
That's you, Peter.
Peter, can we switch seats while you're driving? I want to drive. Just put it on cruise control. It's fine. Response number 3, listening to great podcasts. I love podcasts. Congratulations, you got 1 vote. And response number 4, Stasia, your cows got you 3 votes, and I'm a little bit salty about it. But people are following Nick. Good. Guys, you'll love Nick. Nick is great. All right, let's see what happened to the scoreboard. Gemma, Stasia, you should get a Twitter just so you can hang out with us. And Michaela too.
Peter, I couldn't even figure out how to work this. How am I going to figure out how to work the Twitter?
By the grace of God. All right, so scoreboard. Josh, congratulations. You are making yourself a lead to keep 4th place. You are at 32.93. Gemma at 40.97 is in 3rd. and Stasia at 44.87 in second. And very close is Rachel at 47.88. That's only a 3-point lead between first and second, and that's half a vote. I am worth it.
Oh, I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, you should be working on your responses. You're doing great, Gemma. No one knows. No one knows.
Well, now everyone does.
Yeah, it's fine. I forget. It's fine.
By everyone, I mean like 5 people or something.
But the 5 best people on YouTube. All right, yeah, we're waiting on responses. But our prompt, guys, what would you say for this prompt? Signs that a conversation is going badly. Oh, there's so many things.
There are so many things. So many things can go wrong, and so few can go well.
They say something like "meet me outside" or whatever Rachel said. Come at me. Come at me.
No, that's a sign that it's going well, I think.
Only in this context.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely. All right. Gemma, you ready? You look like you're focused. I think we
I don't know. I can't think of the pressure. And there's more pressure because I didn't do it. And now.
And yet, yeah, we got to take her out of first place, though. Like, this is a problem.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait,
Good job. Everyone.
Oh no!
Everyone,
I spelled yourself wrong. Who am I?
It's too late. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
All right, here we go. You guys ready? You guys ready? Oh, I alt-tabbed out of everything that I'm supposed to have up on my screen. It's fine. All right, here's our responses. Signs that a conversation is going badly. Hands are being thrown, or maybe French fries. Hashtag food fights. Yeah. Response number 2, seeing smoke come out of their ears. Hashtag Hulk smash. Response number 3, oh boy. She keeps yelling, men can't have an opinion about abortion. Hashtag feminism. Relatable. Response number 4 is when you find yourself talking to yourself. Hashtag please don't walk away.
Guess who that one is?
I don't know.
I dare you.
Nick, did you get in a response this time? I think it was Nick. Feminism is getting a lot of votes today.
Hey, guys. I'm not even doing the feminism answers, and yet I'm the expert in feminism, so what's going on? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why you don't keep on putting feminist answers, Rachel.
I don't know.
Someone's stealing your brand. I don't know
It's
what to say.
bar. The low bar, sorry.
Can't be the only one that talks about feminism.
True. I don't have enough monopoly on it.
I have a school project. I'm on a team with, we're 4 guys, and we're doing a presentation on diversity in the workplace.
Oh, man. Did they just play season 1, episode 2 of The Office? Is that just like all they do? They don't do any of these things.
I don't remember that one. Season 1, episode
Diversity
2.
Day.
Diversity.
Yeah, Diversity Day.
I don't remember at all. I'm sorry. Oh.
Michael Scott makes them wear like these really racist cards on their head, and everyone has to guess who they are based on the stereotypical things that they're all doing.
And then, like, I think, like, wasn't it the scene where Pam has Asians or something on her forehead, and Dwight's like, if someone is like, you're a bad driver, or like,
yeah,
and they're like, you're a woman. It's like so backwards. Everything's just such a mess. It would never fly now.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Michael, Vanilla Vignettes. Yeah, I'll definitely go back and watch it. I promise. I'm supposed to know these things. Also, Max, welcome to the chat. It's so good to see you. Oh, Max is lovely too. Guys, you should just know that you're being watched by some fantastic people right now.
Oh, good. I would hate it if everyone that was watching were like really awful people.
Yeah, I agree. That would really stink a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know they're great people.
Peter, I don't get this prompt. It's fine.
Don't worry. The audience doesn't even know what it is. It's what the kids are saying nowadays.
I don't get it either.
I don't get the young people. Come on.
This is a test to see how relatable you are, and it's for all the marbles at the end. All right, here's our pie chart. In the meantime, though, don't worry if you get. We'll get there. Response number 1: hands are being thrown. Rachel, very nicely done. Got you 2 votes. Stasia, seeing smoke come out of their ears. Hashtag Hulk smash. Got you 1 vote this time. Response number 3: men can't have an opinion about abortion. Yes, of course. I figured that was going to be Josh. It got you 3 votes. And Gemma, congratulations, you broke the record. You got 4 votes with yourself talking to yourself with typos and everything.
I know.
So people love typos.
Thanks, guys.
Michaela, hashtag where are the young people?
That was the goal, though, to sweep more than 3 votes. So you accomplished it.
Yeah. Gemma truly is. Oh, also on the scoreboard, Gemma, you're in first place. Wow. All right, so Stasia, you are in 4th with 51.22. Very close to Josh and in 3rd with 51.98. That's a 0.7 point difference. Rachel, you are in. Say what? Sorry?
Sorry, I interrupted you. I was saying, are you coming at my 3rd place? Like, it's not cool.
And Rachel, you are in 2nd place with 60.58, and Gemma is back in the lead again. This is so crazy with 66.37. This is anybody's game.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is great. All right, so final round, and the votes are worth 8 points each, which means Stasia, if you get 2 votes, then you're up where Gemma is now. So that's how close we all are. Where is the prompt? The prompt is, do it really be like that?
I don't get
it. It's a meme that's going around where people will say, sometimes it really do be like that. I don't know. It's what the people
I don't know how to meme. I don't know how to hashtag. I don't know how to meme.
You've learned hashtagging today. This has been a good day for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait. No.
How y'all do? Did y'all get responses in?
I think so.
Yeah. Good job. Wait.
You're welcome.
Good job. All right.
Good job,
So
Gemma.
this is how relevant. This is how with the times our contestants are today. It's gonna be great. I love this. Response number 1: it be like that sometimes. Hashtag sometimes it be. Nice. Response number 2: it really do. Hashtag know your meme. Hey, somebody is with the times.
Hashtag know your meme, huh?
Whoa. Response number 3: what does this mean? Hashtag I am old. That's probably what I would write. And response number 4 is nah, fam. Hashtag can't relate. This is the best moment in the entire history of this show. Thank you, guys. This is beautiful.
I doubt that.
Nick is going for the person who knows their memes. Hashtag I am old. It's getting a vote too. What's your favorite meme, Vanilla? Oh, I feel the anticipation. Hashtag can't relate.
Ooh, coming through with that can't relate.
I think I'm winning right now.
Are you?
Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this game.
Wait, you're with the times? Josh?
I will
What?
never be.
This is so great. This is, oh boy. I told Erica that I have a friend, Erica, that I told I created this prompt, and she was excited for it, and now she's not here. So Josh subconsciously reveals himself every round. Yes, he does.
I don't have a very good poker face.
Like Darian Poker. Okay, so how much are these cards worth again? Erica is a meme queen. She sure is. All right, you guys ready? We're going to close the votes. This is a big moment. This is a real big moment. We're going to see who pulls out in head. And if Josh is getting votes, he might pull up from 3rd place. Josh, if you
That would be amazing if I've been in last like this whole time and then suddenly I beat all of you.
That would be great. Oh, the
30.
donation dream.
I believe you got it. You got it.
Thanks for killing me. I hope it'll last.
All right. I have no idea who's going to win. Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. All right, but we're entering the votes. Here comes the pie
Drum
chart.
roll, please.
All right, so Stasia, you are in. You got one vote with it be like that sometimes. Hashtag sometimes it be. I thought that was elegant, but fine. Josh, it really do. Hashtag know your meme got you 3 votes. Very nicely done. Is it enough? Gemma, what does this mean? Hashtag I am old. Aren't you like the youngest one here? Got you 2 votes. And response number 4, nah fam. Hashtag can't relate. Got you 2 votes. Very nicely done. We'll see if it was enough. Here comes the scoreboard. I am J Code Fox. Yeah, James. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out on Twitch. Yeah, I've missed you over there. We've been coding. It's been a riot. All right. Holy cow. All right. So in 4th place is Stasia at 59.22. Josh, congratulations.
Oh,
You
sorry,
kept your
Stage.
3rd at 75.98. Rachel is at 76.58. And Gemma, our old lady, won the Game of Favorites today with 82.37.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know how that happened. Thanks, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. I just love you all.
Weren't you like preparing a slogan like 4th for the win or something?
Yeah, actually, my slogan was 4th for the win. So the fact that I actually won kind of goes against that. So
Like, you were so right about that whole last movie first thing. Like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Our show is biblical. Huh. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Okay, well, super. All right, so now we have a special thing. Oh, I love this thing. All right, so everyone, if you would type in hashtag wherever you're from. So for example, I'm going to type in hashtag Idaho, wherever you're streaming from, watching from. Hashtag Gemma is great. Michaela, yeah, she sure is. Charlotte's not going to work. Josh, you're going to have to do a state or Canada or Brazil or England.
Okay.
I think those are all the options at this point. Yeah, got some Florida, some Kansas, some North Carolina.
Do you want me to hashtag it?
Yeah, please
Hashtag.
do.
Oregon.
Where in Michigan are you from? I'm from Michigan. Where are you from in Michigan?
Well, we've got so many people that watch from Michigan normally.
Stasia, you can't tell my secrets.
Gemma's the mafia, but it's a mafia with 2 Fs. It's different. It is not case sensitive. Wisconsin is a great state. I just found out a new friend of mine is a Packers fan.
Woohoo! Are they from Wisconsin?
No, they're from Idaho, I think. Yeah. It's a good team. It's a good team. Sweet.
Guys, I've convinced most of Kansas that I'm from Wisconsin, and it makes my heart so happy. So happy.
Okay, I want to know where the people from Michigan. Where in Michigan are you? I want to know.
In the part that gets lots of awful weather.
Are you guys Upers? The whole thing.
I'm loving this. This is great. We're going to take attendance and see how we did. Wow. So we've got 2 people coming from North Carolina and 2 people from Michigan. We've never had North Carolina before. Thank you for coming, Josh. And you must have brought somebody. I missed the other one from North Carolina.
I'm from
It's Rachel and I.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, thanks for being here, guys.
You know, we kind of work at the same nonprofit, so.
We are in the same building right now.
No,
it is the same state, too.
We're like at least 1,000 feet away from each other.
Well, good.
That's great.
Pretty close. Not same building.
Also, we've got 2 people from Michigan. Guys, thanks for representing, as always. We've got Wisconsin. That's new. Michaela, I don't think we've had anybody from Wisconsin before. Thank you for being here. Washington, Oregon, Montana, Kansas, Idaho, Florida. This is so great. I should turn this into a map. I wonder if I would be able to. Ooh. That's going to be for later. I'm completely reprogramming this from the ground up. Nick, I'm from Ann Arbor. What? Taylor is here. Hey, Erica's here. Guys, you missed the whole show. Oh.
Okay, you gotta redo it.
They really. If you guys are game, I'm game. But I think
Here we
no,
go.
we're gonna move into the post show now, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm super excited for that. Let me. We're just gonna make that disappear. Guys, this is a great opportunity to learn more about Equal Rights Institute. They're, I think, legitimately my favorite pro-life group out there. They do a lot of great work with teaching people how to talk and about life issues. And so that's what we're going to do now. Ask those pro-life questions. Yeah, exactly. Pretend like I was here. Erica, you came up. I mentioned you. We had the prompt, do it really be like that? And it was great. It was the grand finale. But yes, ask those pro-life questions. And to start off, while those are coming in, Josh, can you explain, is your sweatshirt for sale? Yes, it is. If you look in the description, there's a merch link. And yeah, it's beautiful. And it says, this is an I, it is not a 1, just to point out, I voted. It really do. Josh, what was that law? Gibbon's law?
Godwin's law. Godwin's law it's a law of the internet. This guy named Godwin came up with it, and it basically, I'm like summarizing this, it's not word for word, but it basically says that the longer a political discussion or debate happens on the internet, like the longer that it goes, the more likely it becomes that someone is going to reference Hitler or the Holocaust, and eventually it's going to become like the likelihood that someone's going to reference Hitler becomes 1. So it's going to happen, and then at that point, the debate is going to basically be over. And so it's this really interesting thing, and basically it gets, you see it a lot of times, in the wild, if someone does reference Hitler, then someone else is going to say, hey, Godwin's law, that's not cool. Because the idea is everyone agrees the Holocaust is wrong, and so it's like this unfair thing to bring into the debate. It's kind of seen basically as an informal logical fallacy, or like that's the way it's being treated by young people now, which I think is a little bit of an overreaction, but not always. I think there are cases where a fair analogy can be made to what happened in the Holocaust, but I do agree that people got too, quick on pulling the Hitler card and got really annoying. And so that affects the abortion debate because pro-life people bring up the Holocaust a lot. A lot of pro-life people see abortion as being kind of like a Holocaust. And so then they will reference the Holocaust, and then people will jump in and say, Godwin's law, that's not cool. And so at a pragmatic level, we generally avoid recommending to people that they reference the Holocaust. If you can reference another case of a lot of people being unjustly killed, and a lot of times make some of the same points but like there's something about the World War II Holocaust that kind of triggers young people at this point, where even if you're making a good point, they won't be able to hear it, because it's sort of like they've been trained by their peers to automatically discount any reference to the Holocaust. So that is Godwin's law.
All right. That makes a lot of sense. Huh. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely seen that happen in action.
Hashtag know your meme.
Hashtag know your meme. Godwin's law is your new meme.
That's right.
Nick, I ran a pro-life club in college too. I was at the University of Michigan. Really cool that you ran that.
Nice.
It's a lot of work.
Sweet. I feel like there was another question that was coming up too, wasn't there, during the middle of the show? I remember thinking, I really want to ask about that.
Was that like the strongest pro-choice argument thing?
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. That was the whole controversy. Hey, Rachel, do you want to talk about, oh dear. Do you want to talk about the violinist?
You want me to talk about why I think it's a strong pro-choice argument?
Yeah, I would be interested to hear. Yes.
I would say I think it's a lot better than most pro-choice arguments, because it actually, I think when most pro-life people hear it for the first time, they don't have an immediate response. And it is philosophically grounded, where other pro-choice things we hear a lot aren't, I would say, actual arguments. Something like, your man, so you shouldn't have an opinion about abortion. You shouldn't be speaking about abortion. Right? That's not an actual argument. That's just kind of an ad hominem attack. So something like the violinist argument, where Judith Jarvis Thompson is actually trying to give a defense of abortion. I would say it's one of the stronger arguments because it's actually arguing something new, at least at the time that she came out with it, right? But also, I think it does stump pro-lifers, or at least it did when it first came out, right? Now, there have been lots of back and forths and solutions to it. A lot of those we teach and talk about in our Quit Pro-Life course online. And, you know, a lot of the pro-life advocates in the movement are familiar with this argument now, and we teach responses. So it's easy for someone my age to look at the problem and just say, oh, that's not a good argument. That's really easy to defeat because we also have been given the solutions at the same time that we're reading the paper or hearing about the argument for the first time. But if we were there back in 1971 and we had to try to come up with a response to it, I don't think we do a very good job. So luckily, we had really smart people work through it and clarify it. And I'm really glad to be working for an organization that takes bodily autonomy arguments really seriously. I think they're some of the strongest and most difficult to respond to arguments in the pro-life, pro-choice world.
Yeah.
So if you have any follow-up questions about that, feel free to put in live chat.
Taylor has asked, what is the violinist argument? So, Rachel, do you want to summarize that, or do you want me to summarize it?
Yeah, let me jump in real quick. I want to give a shout out. Erica, thanks so much for that donation. You're a rock star.
Yay, Erica.
Thank you, Erica. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
So the thing that pro-life people are usually arguing when we're talking about abortion is we're trying to say that the unborn are things that matter. Like, you know, it seems like a big part of the debate is people think abortion is okay because there's, you know, we adults were persons, we're morally valuable things, but the unborn are not that yet. Maybe they're potential persons, but they're not persons right now, so they don't have the same kind of value. And so they don't have the same kinds of rights, or they shouldn't have the same kinds of rights. So pro-life people, like, this is usually what we're talking about. We're saying that the unborn are persons, just like you and me. And we have a really cool argument for that we found to change more minds than anything that we've ever tried. But the violinist argument actually gets completely around that. It sidesteps the question of fetal personhood and says that you should have a right to an abortion, even if pro-lifers are right that the unborn are persons. And so there are weak forms of that argument. You'll hear a lot of times people say things like, she should be able to do whatever she wants with anything inside of her body, which is just not a very good argument because it's making too strong of a claim. Like, you just don't have the right to do anything you want with anything inside of your body. You have a general right to do what you want, but there are obviously exceptions to that. So the better version, so what Judith Jarvis Thompson did in 71 in her paper was she tried to make those bodily rights arguments better and more nuanced. And she did that with several thought experiments, but by far the most famous one, maybe I would say one of the most famous thought experiments in modern philosophy. She says, imagine you wake up in a hospital bed and it's not where you went to sleep, so you're freaking out. And the first thing you notice is there's a tube coming out of your body and going into the body of someone in a coma in the hospital bed next to you. And so the head of the hospital comes in and says, hey, you're awake. Let me explain what's going on. Oh my gosh, like, there's so much to explain. This is so unjust. That person there in the bed next to you is a world famous violinist, and he has a kidney problem, and you are the only kidney match. And so what happened is the Society of Music Lovers kidnapped you because they figured out that you're this kidney match, and they hooked you up, and then they brought you here to be taken care of. And I'm really sorry, this is super unjust, but see, here's the problem. The violinist, he's a person. He's got the right to life, and so we can't unplug you because if we unplug you, then the violinist will die. But the good news is you only have to be plugged in for 9 months, and then you'll be viable, and we can unplug you, and you guys can go your merry way. And so what Thompson says is that's wrong. Like, it's so wrong. It should be, you know, perfectly legal for you to unplug from the violinist. Like, it would be like really sweet of you if you decided to stay plugged in. Like, that's fine. You should be able to make that choice, but you shouldn't be legally forced to make that choice. And if that's the case, he argues that women who are pregnant are kind of like the person who's hooked up to the violinist. Even if it is a person, pro-lifers are saying they used to be forced to be hooked up to that violinist, and that's not okay. And there are a lot of different responses to that. Again, if you go to, what is the short URL, Rachel? Is it bodily rights? Is it equalrightsinstitute.com/bodily rights? I think that's it. I'm going to double check. But we have like a landing page that has a bunch of different resources on this, just because I've now opened up a can of worms that I can't completely close in this stream. I'll give maybe a couple of quick responses, but I'm just going to make sure this short URL works. I think this is it. But a couple of things, I think one of the most important things to bring up is the issue of responsibility. So in the violinist case, you're kidnapped and you're hooked up to this person. That is not typically how pregnancy begins, right? And so the responsibility objection says, yeah, this works. The responsibility objection says that when you have consensual sex, you're engaging in an act that you know might result in the creation of an inherently needy child that you owe compensation to. So like a quick thought experiment for that would be, like, imagine you're in a room with a baby making machine, and it's got a big button on the top and there's a chute at the bottom, kind of like a Coke machine. And so if you push the button on top, then you have this really pleasurable experience, but every once in a while a baby will come out. And so you imagine a guy goes up to the machine, he wants the pleasurable experience, doesn't want the baby to come out, but he pushes the button, kind of rolls the dice, and then a baby does come out. It seems really obvious he can't just walk away and leave the baby to die, like from starvation. And it seems even more obvious that you can't bash its brains in. Well, why? Well, I think because we know that it morally matters that he pushed the button knowing that this might happen. He engaged in an act that he knew might result in the creation of an inherently needy child that now he owes compensation to. He's either got to care for the child now, or he needs to transfer that care to someone else, like an adoption. So that's like only one part of responding. It gets a lot more complicated than that, but there's a URL now in the chat. If you're interested in that argument, if you're pro-life, I think it is so incredibly important for you to take this argument seriously and accurately understand the different forms of this argument, and then be able to respond to it really persuasively. I think for a lot of pro-choice people, this idea that you have an absolute right to bodily autonomy that no one can infringe on is actually more important to their pro-choice views than their views about the unborn at all. So the fact that pro-life people are often so unpersuasive in how they talk about bodily rights arguments is like a major, it's a catastrophe on this issue. Pro-life people need to get better educated on this topic.
Josh, I think that's really well said. And do you want to just kind of point out the two ways bodily rights arguments kind of get abortion wrong, or kind of give a response to that, or do you want to move on? Because we have another really good question.
Let's move on, but then we can come back to that if like Peter wants us to.
Yeah, okay. Well, the audience first. Vanilla had a question a second ago. Where'd it go?
Yeah, so Vanilla's question's about the IVF clinic.
Yeah, do you have it in front of you? Can you read it for me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Vanilla says, how do you guys feel about the burning IVF lab thought experiment? I've always felt it was similar to a trolley meme. Don't know if anyone has ever seen those. Google it if you haven't. Vanilla, this is a great question, because when there was a series of tweets that kind of went viral, I think last year, all about like this IVF thought experiment where there's like a bunch of embryos in a petri dish and a toddler, and this person on Twitter was like, and if you say the toddler, then gotcha. Pro-life people don't really think embryos are persons or human persons that, you know, deserve serious moral consideration. So Josh, I'm gonna post our blog post about this in the comments, but if you want to respond
right now.
You're linking to it?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, wonderful.
So this is a really good article that my brother Tim wrote that's got practical tips on how to respond to this. This comes up all the time. Like, it was crazy when that series of tweets came out. Like, Rachel and Tim and I all had the same experience of all of our pro-life friends emailing us and tweeting at us like, have you ever heard of this before? It's like this is not new. Like everyone heard about it a year ago, but like this is like over a decade old. And so pro-life people had already kind of thought through this, and there's a lot of problems. This is not a good argument. Everyone thinks this is like this great argument, and it's just it's an accusation of inconsistency. But there are problems with the analogy, which leads pro-life people to respond in ways that then pro-choice people think that they've got you, and they really don't. And so there are philosophical articles that you can read on this that are really good. In fact, we link to a few of them in Tim's article. But what Tim's article is doing, which I think is great and is pretty unique, is not just getting into the philosophy, but more getting practical. We really like being practical at ERI. We don't want to just be talking theory from the ivory towers all the time. We really want to help you to have more persuasive dialogues. And so what Tim is getting at is like, how do you navigate that conversation, given kind of where the pro-choice person is usually coming from when they're making that argument? And how do you be able to respond to the argument in such a way that you optimize your chances of them really hearing what you have to say and not just like dismissing you or calling you inconsistent? So it's a really, really good article. You absolutely should check it out if you want to be able to respond well to the burning IVF lab ancient bad pro-choice argument.
Quick side note, can someone in the live chat, are y'all seeing the links in the chat at this point?
I can.
You can? Okay, good. Great. Sometimes those have problems. I just turned you into a moderator, so you'll be able to post links more freely.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, Vanilla and Erica says they can see them.
Gotcha.
Yeet.
That's right. Relatable content. Sweet. Yeah. Do we have more questions in here? Not seeing many.
Oh, how do you? Well, no, okay. Sorry. For a second, I thought Vanilla was asking about the trolley thing, but that's not what Vanilla was asking about.
Josh, I feel like it'd be a shame not for us to mention our online course in case anyone on the chat watching or even the other contestants want to become, better at speaking with their pro-choice friends. Do you want to talk a little bit about Equip for Life course?
Sure. So we made this because, what's going on behind the scenes, like what we really care about doing is being able to help the pro-life movement to become, as I said earlier, less weird and more like Jesus when we talk to pro-choice people. And so like my vision is that in 20 or 30 years, we'll have a new generation of more effective pro-life people take over the movement and be able to avoid some of the mistakes that present pro-life people sometimes accidentally make. And so we're focusing a lot on helping young people, like Students for Life groups. I know there was a former Students for Life leader watching, which is super cool. We love Students for Life clubs. And so, but there's like 1,000 of them. That's the problem. It's like, how do you train 1,000 Students for Life clubs? So we kind of realized very early on, it can't just be based on us traveling around to all these clubs or even going to the Students for Life conference. Like I speak pretty often at the Students for Life conferences, but even then, that's not all the clubs. And so we created an online course that's just really systematic and walks through not only dialogue tips, but also explaining the best pro-life arguments that we've used. Again, when we go into college campuses, that's our lab. We are doing R&D and we're trying different things. And sometimes we try things that work really well and actually work better than anything we've tried before. And then we can instantly tell people about those things that we're learning. So that's what we do with the course. And so, yeah, if you don't have the money, if you don't have $39 for an online course that's very systematic and put together, then there's a lot of content on our blog archives. You can subscribe to our email list and get kind of the new articles as they come out, the new podcasts and stuff. But the course is kind of a really nice way where everything is kind of systematically organized and put together for you. So you don't have to search through 150 articles and kind of make sense of everything. We could talk about Rachel's point of research a little bit. That might spur a couple of questions. So I'll just say, because no one was here when we were doing intros. So Rachel on our staff is not only really good at philosophy, but she also, I see you majored in neuroscience, but Rachel minored in women's studies because Rachel wanted to understand feminists better than most of the other people on the pro-life side. And so, I mean, like, it was a pretty hardcore thing that Rachel was doing at University of Michigan. Like, Rachel had college professors who are like late-term abortion practitioners celebrating abortion as part of like what Rachel was having to study. And since then, Rachel has been reading all kinds of like the books that feminist professors read so that they can teach feminism really well. So Rachel's gotten to the point where she understands, I think, feminism really, really well, and kind of what's going on for them. So that would be something that people could ask about if they wanted to. But Peter, you were jumping in and I cut you off.
No.
No, that's okay.
Go that direction.
Peter. Sure. I can talk a little bit about that. Like, those women's studies classes were an incredible experience for me because I was immersed in pro-choice feminist culture. And it was like taking a foreign language. I feel like I'm like fluent in feminism. And that may sound strange, but it really is a different environment, a different culture. I mean, if you've ever been in a college classroom, you can imagine how awkward it would be for a student to like use the F word with their professor, talk about really personal things that would maybe be considered inappropriate. But like in women's studies classes, that's totally appropriate. That's totally fine. You can just talk about whatever scandalous, sexual, political idea you have, and you can swear. And like, it was really different than my neuroscience classes or even some of the electives I took, like Latin. And I took those classes because I wanted to understand why people who disagree with me believe what they do about abortion. And, you know, being surrounded by those people and being in those classes to listen and understand and ask questions and just take the best notes I could. I mean, it was like kind of half undercover, half like an anthropology experiment or something. And it was incredible. And like Josh said, some of my professors were abortion practitioners, even late term ones. And the University of Michigan, my alma mater, was involved with, buying the fetal baby, like the baby parts from aborted babies. That was kind of in the news a lot when I was in college because of the Center for Medical Progress videos. And so I was caught in the storm of a lot of it because I know like one of my professors, she like worked for Planned Parenthood. And so Planned Parenthood would like sell fetal parts and, University of Michigan's buying fetal parts. And it was a lot. I see a lot of things happening in the chat, so I want to make sure I'm not like missing a question. Do we have any more questions here?
It's just passions. It's okay.
Okay. Oh, I see. Thank you, Emily. We really appreciate the donation. Everything counts, honestly. We really appreciate your support. And so if you guys want to get better at talking with pro-choice people, and you really should, like our goals as pro-life advocates need to be to reach out to those who disagree with us and help them to discover pro-life truth. And if you don't know how to do that very well, that's okay. We're here to help you. We've had a lot of experience with this. One of the reasons I chose to work for Equal Rights Institute right out of college was because a lot of pro-life groups are either involved with like ministry, like pregnancy resource centers are great because they help pregnant women who need more resources, right? That's great. And then there's like activist groups and, they're involved with their thing. And then there's like academic groups. I like ERI because we're both involved with like the academic side of things. Like I'm reading the dusty feminism books and, other members of our philosophy team are reading those other dense books that no one wants to read. And then we're, taking it out on college campuses and we're trying new things. We've had lots of conversations with pro-choice friends and pro-choice strangers, and we learn from those experiences. We take what's in the books, we put it all together into a neat course for you. So, and a lot of our blog posts and, online videos on YouTube and everything. So hopefully you guys check us out. I'm going to stop rambling now.
I'm a huge fan of equal rights. Like I remember, I haven't done much conversation about life issues for a while, I don't think. But I used to be much more involved in the pro-life movement, and I feel like all of the conversation skills that I learned that make conversations with people who disagreed with me constructive, I think all of those ultimately came down from equal rights in one way or another, whether it was directly from you guys or through somebody that borrowed your content.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks for saying that. That's great.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm really curious. This is perhaps a question for Josh. Um, what's the last time that you've been stumped?
Oh, I've got a good story for that.
Yes? Good.
I did get stumped once. So University of Michigan. I think this was our. I don't remember if this was our first or second outreach. No, it was first outreach at University of Michigan. I was sitting on our pool table, which is usually where you'll find me because I'm a kind of a tall guy, and so just like a quick tangent. Like I found this obnoxious thing that tall guys sometimes do. They don't like necessarily know they're doing it, but they kind of lord their height over short women, and it's like really kind of obnoxious and like feels kind of passive aggressive. And so I'm like 6'2", so I'm kind of tall. And so when I sit on our pool table, it's like the least weird way I've figured out to like get to like short people's like eye line. And it shows that I'm relaxed, and that usually helps them to feel more relaxed. And anyway, so I was sitting on our table and I was talking to this pro-choice girl, and she was super sharp, but she didn't hang out for very long. And so we got talking about personhood, and she made this really nuanced, detailed argument for why she doesn't think that the unborn are persons. More nuanced and careful to avoid common pro-choice mistakes than I had ever heard a pro-choice student make face to face in my life. And I just got really, I don't know if you ever had this thing happen where like you got this like voice in your head. And so I had that, and I basically got super distracted by being really impressed with how well she did. I was like, that was really good. Like I wasn't saying that. I probably said something complimentary, but like in my head, I was just so impressed, and I just took a beat too long before like beginning to respond. And she was like, "Oh, I need to go to class. Bye," and she walks away. And so there was like this moment where I didn't have like the right answer at, like, you know, at the forefront of my brain, because I was just thinking about how awesome she had just done. And then like as she's walking away, like, oh, I know what I need to say. Wait, you know, kind of a thing. But I've started telling that story kind of recently. I hadn't told it like publicly for years, and then I told a really close friend of mine that just like, I don't know how it came up, but she was like, you should be telling that story all the time. And I said, why? That's a terrible story. That like no one's going to learn anything from this story. And she said, no, it makes you so much more relatable. Like you don't want people to hear our content and be like, this is too smart for me, or this is too hard. Like I'm never going to be able to do what Rachel and Tim and Josh do. Like you want people to understand, like anyone can do this. Yes, it takes a little bit of learning different things if you want to be effective, but like anyone can learn about this issue and have good conversations if you know how to do that well. And so just people hearing, even just a couple of years ago, that you got stumped, you know, even just for a minute on a college campus is like a really relatable thing. And so I have started telling the story sometimes, and people seem to like it. So there you go. Yes, I got stumped. It was a really cool threshold version of a pro-choice anti-personhood argument.
That's great. Well, super. Taylor, thanks for the donation. The donation train isn't working properly, but we're up to, I think, $18 in the stream so far.
Woo!
So hey, that's special. You guys are wonderful.
You're wonderful. We love you, Tony. Even though we gave you a lot of crap today.
I mean, so I think of like I'm a huge fan of Whose Line Is It Anyways, and I think that I'm the Drew Carey figure of the show. I think that's how he gets treated too, to be fair, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Did you like the old version better, or the new, like when they came back more recently with a different host?
I mean, it's hard to change. Once you like fall in love with a certain host, it's hard to change over. And I think that was hard for me. I did watch it for a while, and eventually it started to grow on me. But I don't know. Then eventually, you know, the comedians themselves only have so many jokes before they feel like they're repeating. But yeah, no, I think the reboot is just fine. But my favorite will always be Drew Carey's seasons.
It's fun every once in a while. Like someone will post just a clip, like a really good clip from the show, like on Reddit, and it'll blow up that day. And then the comments, everyone's posting their favorite Who's Line clips, and
Yeah. Oh, they're
just
classic.
see things that maybe you missed the first time or whatever. It's a good show.
It is. It really is. It's okay, Josh. Pete always gets dunked on. Thank you, Erica. You understand me.
I don't know if that means that Erica is actually like empathizing with you, or she's just stating a fact. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, she's dunking on me herself. Geez. Uh-huh. All right, we got what, 5 minutes? I think. Is that
Sure.
where we're at? Sweet. Yeah. Guys, we need some more questions. One more question. We'll probably tide us over for the end. Or else we'll just try to convince Josh to sing. Josh, should we convince you to sing? How will that go over?
No. That's like the
Can we
one
not do
musical
that?
thing that I can't do.
Rachel is begging us not to convince Josh to sing. We need a question.
She's right. It's important for people to know what they're good at and what they are not good at.
Josh is a
Hey, Matt,
very
are
talented musician, just
How
not
do
the
you-
instrument of his voice.
That's right.
How do you approach pro-life arguments with musical fans? I mean, you know, like, you gotta have the song.
Talk about violinists.
Jeez.
He wears his Dave Matthews Band T-shirt and strikes up the
That's
conversation.
true. That's true. I used to. It's too holy now. It's too many. Not like that kind of holy, but like it's got too many holes in it now. So I need to get another one. But yeah, I found that my Dave Matthews Band shirt that I got at a concert one time was actually occasionally like a way of finding quick common ground with someone, because it's kind of a pretty popular college band. I don't know if it's still as popular with college students as it used to be, but they were very popular with college students at one point. They might be starting to go away from it. I don't know. But I kind of like don't wear pro-life shirts to outreach, or like Christian, like Jesus loves you shirts. Like it's not. It doesn't. It's not going to usually help your conversations. So I was experimenting, instead of just wearing like a plaid shirt or like something generic, was like actually like finding bands that like I could connect with at least some fans. Like it's not going to be everyone. It's kind of like wearing like a sports shirt. It'll not connect with everyone, but for some people, be like, I love that sports team. You can have this moment, and then that just makes the rest of the dialogue go so much better. We can be like, oh yeah, what do you think about the new saxophone player, and Jeff Coffin, who's amazing, and like connect on these different things that like if you're talking to another nerd about the same band. So that's about it. Like, there's not a lot of ways for me to connect music to pro-life work in a way that's actually like good.
No, but that was super insightful. I liked that a lot. We also have a question coming in from Erica. What, in your opinion, is most effective in encouraging pro-lifers to be more logically sound in their arguments rather than appealing to strictly emotional/religious arguments?
So like I go, so I don't give it a lot. It used to be a more popular talk than it's not the one that people are choosing the most now, but I've got a talk on 8 faulty pro-life arguments and tactics that I was going around doing for a while. And my approach there was basically, to try to set it up as saying like, look, I'm pro-life too. This is not me just, dogging on pro-lifers or dunking on pro-lifers, I guess. But like, we all want to change more minds, right? Like, don't we all agree we have kind of the same goal? We want fewer babies killed, which means more people need to become pro-life, because we're probably not changing the laws until more people are pro-life. So like, we should be using the best arguments. Like, you might only have one window with someone. Like, ideally, like what I personally want is for you to have a friend who's pro-choice that you can be meeting with and getting coffee with at Dunkin' Donuts, every couple of weeks or every month or something like that. Like, that's the optimal situation. But sometimes you only have one moment, one 10-minute conversation. It's like, don't waste time talking about things that like don't change minds at all. Like, those minutes really count. Like they really matter. And so my approach was just to kind of talk through, like, here's, this talk isn't about the best arguments. Those are different talks that we give. These are just like, and kind of having a humble attitude of like, mea culpa. I've made some of these arguments too. We all make mistakes sometimes. We're all always hopefully in learning mode. Here's my list of arguments that I think we should avoid, and I'm going to explain why on each of them. And some of them I was actually, and very purposely, using stories where pro-choice people wouldn't be, persuaded by that argument. So this is like a quick example of that. Like the easily worst pro-life argument ever in the world, bar none, you should never make this argument, is something we've kind of been calling it the Beethoven argument. It's like abortion should be against the law because that baby who's getting killed might be the next Beethoven or the next, John Williams, or the person who will cure cancer one day. Like there's like this, I was reading this youth pastor illustration book at a Christian bookstore. Like these are books apparently youth pastors get that are like, here's a bunch of like stories that you can throw into your sermon and they're organized by topic. And I looked up abortion because I'm fun that way. And there was this like story, it's like this guy dies of cancer and he goes up to the pearly gates and he's talking to St. Peter because that's how we all picture this going down. And the person's like, I've got one question, St. Peter. Why did God never send someone to cure cancer? And St. Peter says, God did, but he was aborted. And it's like, ooh, look how bad abortion is. It's like, oh, this is such a bad argument. Because it works both ways. Like, yes, maybe future musicians or scientists are aborted, but so are future rapists and murderers. Like that coin works both ways. But like more importantly, it plays into the pro-choice worldview. The pro-choice worldview is the one that says that your value is based on what you do for society or what you can do functionally. The pro-life view is that you matter because of the kind of thing you are. Like you're a valuable, human being. I would argue made in God's image. Like that's where your value comes from. And so, yes, the 30-year-old still living in mom's basement playing Call of Duty is like less valuable to society, but he's an equally valuable person because we are all we have equality based on what we are. And so this argument plays into. So here's the point. So I would tell this story when I would talk about this particular argument in my speech, where it was a true story. I was on a college campus one time and talking to this huge pro-choice guy. Like he was like towering over me by at least a half a foot, and he's big and stocky, and I'm not. Like he could kill me in one punch. But he's just like this big guy. But like we get into this great conversation. Like he's totally looking down on me, but like smiling and enjoying this conversation with this little pro-life guy. And then these two like Christians with like, really nice like white shirts, and like they weren't Mormons, but they looked kind of like Mormons, basically came up on their bikes. Like literally they just stumbled upon this pro-life outreach happening. And they're like, cool, we'll talk about abortion and maybe Jesus here. And the first thing out of these Christians, like they literally interrupted our conversation to say, look at that baby. They pointed to this big abortion sign. That could have been the person to cure cancer. And I kind of threw them under the bus. I kind of said, can I explain I agree with your conclusion, but can I explain to you why I think that is the worst pro-life argument? And then the pro-choice guy jumps in and is like, yeah, you're pro-life. You shouldn't be making arguments based on the potential like future of this child. You should be arguing that it's a person that matters, that it's wrong to kill her. Like he starts making my argument. And so we like bonded, and meanwhile these poor Christian guys are like, what just happened? And so they kind of left, and then I had this amazing like 30 minutes more with this pro-choice guy, and he was very persuaded by it because arguments are making. And then I found those Christian guys and went and kind of, I didn't like really apologize. I kind of gave like I totally purposely threw you guys under the bus. That probably didn't feel great. Sorry if that, bugged you. I felt like it would be really important for him. And they were really cool about it. They're like, no, we get it. That's cool, man. And anyway, like helping pro-life people understand not all arguments are created equal. All people are created equal. Not all arguments are created equal. That's good. That's an improv. We should tweet that. And so by telling them stories, they can get a sense of, I think a lot of pro-life people just have kind of given up on actually changing people's minds, especially now we see the way political arguments happen on Facebook, and we're like, I'm not having any part of that. Like, clearly there's no point. People never change their mind on Facebook. And they're right. People almost never change their mind on Facebook. But they do change their mind all the time in one-on-one conversations, or like when they develop a relationship where they have a lot of trust with a person as being someone who's virtuous and thoughtful. Like, people change their mind in that context all the time. So we just need to change, I think, like our methods of dialogue. So that would be my answer to that.
That was great. Okay, well, I think this was a great event. There were so many technical difficulties coming up before this, and both today and this whole week, Gemma, it wasn't just your fault. Don't worry. No, but I mean, like, people talk about spiritual warfare. I was wondering if that would mean that there were some real good things that were going to happen today. Guys, I'm just so glad that you were on the show today, and this was fantastic. I hope you all loved it. Vanilla says, this is a great story. I love this. See, Vanilla has good taste too, let me just say. But that is our whole show, and unfortunately, we're going to call it quits for today. We may do something very similar in the future. I think this charity stream was great. Maybe we'll have ERIN again. I would love to. And yeah, there's going to be a regular show next Saturday. Shoot, I don't remember when, but wait, I think it's going to be at 6 p.m., but I don't know if we can trust Patches. That's what Patches was saying, but he was saying it was today. It's not today. 6 p.m. Pacific, that is. It'll be at this same website that you're at right now. It'll tell you when the next show is. I'll update that as soon as I can. Yeah, it'll be, Black Friday, and then it's going to be red, yellow, green, blue Saturday. See, it's funny. Such jokes. There's a reason why I'm not a contestant. That's the whole spiel. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Dear contestants, thank you so much for competing.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Gemma, do you want to do my sign off?
Oh, yeah. God bless and ciao.
Yay.